Welcome to the second Excel video on problem 7.14. I'm going to show you this, and you may like this way better than the first version of 7.14. So in this particular case, you have 55% is what the candidate needs to win the election. You have 100 voters. So to find the standard deviation, which I already did in the previous video, but I'll mention it again, you go equals square root left bracket 0.501 times left bracket 1 minus 0.151 right bracket divided by 100 right bracket. Now, if you're having trouble seeing it on the screen, just go Control plus and your screen will zoom. So I'm not going to redo that portion. What I thought this might do is, rather than having to go 1 minus like you did in the previous ones, is in this particular case, if we look at and do it as x is less than rather than x is greater than, which of course is the exact opposite, we put in 501 here, don't have to go the 1 minus. So in this particular case, this person has a 16.35% chance of winning the election. If they are polling in part B at 60%, they have an 84.13% chance of winning the election. And again, you don't have to go 1 minus. So I thought that might be a lot simpler for you to understand and do. And if there's 49%, they have an 11.5% chance of winning. So a fairly small chance of winning. I will do D. In part D, we do the same things, except we go and change the sample size to 400 from 100. So it changes the standard deviation. Go 0.501 here. We wind up with 2.5% or 0.025 in the answer here in B10. And the second part, we go 60%, 97.73 is the answer. So what that means is if the candidate's polling 60%, and typically it takes 55% to win, there's a 97.73% chance they'll actually win. And we're doing a forecast or prediction. And if they're only polling at 49%, there's 0.0082, so less than 1% chance of that they'll win the election. And with a sample size of 400, you get a more accurate result than you do with the sample size of 100. And they're using this, and when they do predictions as to who's going to win elections, in particular, something it's not always the candidate who shows that they have the majority of the votes, because remember, there's a range or dispersion, to put it in proper terms. So I thought that might help you in, I would do it this way, because I don't have to go 1 minus the number. So the person who showed the Word version of it kind of did it a bit backwards. And I thought I would show you how to do it in a more simple way with the spreadsheet.